because I'm so used to it. Now I shoot things very quickly. And then at the same time, I can enjoy my life and live life to the fullest, enjoying with my family and actually live in the moment, right? Because at the end of the day, these memories, they live on the hard drive or whatnot. But, to play and to cherish the moments with your family, that lives on forever. So, when it comes to content creating and family life, I still choose family life more. But as long as I get those, few shots in, I'm done. I put the camera away and drink my, Kool-Aid on the beach and enjoy life under the sun.
Okay, hello everyone. Welcome to Creato Podcast, Create Together. My name is Alex. I'm your host for the night. And every 1 to 2 weeks, we talk to amazing content creators about how they got on with content creation and then how they fell in love with the journey and also any challenges, ups and downs, funny stories. And today, we're very lucky. We have Johnny from Taiwan joining us today. Hello, Johnny.
Hi, Alex and Creato.
Hey, how are you?
Thanks for having me. Great. How are you?
Thanks for coming. And so I'll quickly introduce Johnny. He is an award-winning content creator, and especially GoPro content creator. And also, he started using GoPro with a versatile small-size camera since 2009, I believe, around that time.
Yeah, in the very beginning. Yeah.
And then he just used it to capture a lot of big or small moments in life, including families, including traveling, including sports, etc. He was also the first GoPro ambassador in Asia, and as I said, an award-winning content creator of the year. So I'm very honored today here to talk to you about content creation or anything else really funny stories. So yeah, thank you, Johnny, for coming here today.
Yeah, it's my pleasure. Yeah, I'm an open book. For this time, I just want to share with you guys my journey through GoPro and hopefully inspire some of you new content creators or old, and new ones to try to dive into this world of content creating. Because as you can see, the world is full of videos and music videos and so on and so forth, all these different social media platforms, and content is king now. So shed some more light for you guys out there, and let's get to it.
Yeah, that's right. Content is king. I remember I was watching one of your interviews, and then you were giving tips, and then that's also your first number one tip, right? Like, content is king, and regardless of settings or etc. Right. So, would you mind to tell us a bit how you actually got on with content creation in general, or even GoPro?
Oh, well, okay, that's a bit of a long shot, but in high school in the 90s, I really got into video making, video creation since then. And then, I dabbled in some of the old softwares like Apple Final Cut,
Right,
then,
yeah.
Final Cut 7. And, how I got into GoPro was kind of a funny story. I picked up a few GoPro Hero 1s and 2s back in 2009, 2010, shot some motorsport videos because I was really heavily involved in motorsports, like
Right.
motorcycle racing and car racing. So I happened to upload a video of me crashing. Okay. So
Right.
during that time, the UGC department at GoPro, the user generated content department, the lady by the name of Beatrice, I still remember her because she discovered me. Anyway, she just, emailed me through YouTube or Vimeo back then, I don't remember, and said, "Hey, we love your video. Can we get the rights to it and share it in our next commercial or whatever?"
Wow,
I didn't
yeah.
think too much of it, but it was just me crashing, a very raw video. Thankfully, I didn't get hurt, but I was like, "Yeah, sure, take the video." And then a few weeks later, they sent me a bunch of their current products during that time, which are, a couple of new cameras, all their gear, all their accessories, and so on and so forth. And throughout the years, we just developed a very good relationship in terms of, creating more content for them to use, so on and so forth. And then a couple of years later, the social media department, the head of social media, reached out to me and said, "Hey, Johnny, we're actually developing an ambassador program
Right.
for, worldwide users that are not athletes." Because, as you all know from the beginning, they're all, Red Bull hardcore base jumpers, free divers, surfers, and all that stuff. But I was just a normal human being. So during this whole time, they were actually testing out a few like field users and I was one of them. And they're like, yeah, we're about to boot up our ambassador program. How about, would you like to be one of our first ambassadors in your Asia? And I
Wow.
was like, okay, sure, absolutely, I'm on board. And yeah, the rest is history.
Wow, awesome.
Yeah,
So you literally started it with the first version of GoPro,
yeah,
and then you just kept on and then making videos out of GoPro, and then sports or even lives, and then and then you even became the first ambassador of Asia, and
that's
then
right.
right, I see, cool. And
Yeah,
so from the time you started and then until it's been quite a while, how
quite a
um,
while.
quite a while. Is there anything changes from because I mean GoPro is a sports camera. It's
Hmm.
still a camera, right? But then with a lot of enhanced features and then
Right,
resolutions and software wise upgrades. And
right.
then anything in particular you have changed along the way, like how you film it, especially they've
Hmm.
got lots of accessories as well throughout the
Right.
time as well. Yeah. Could you share with us a little bit how you
Yeah,
yeah,
that's a
actually
good
curated?
question. Yeah, that's great. That's a great question because throughout the years in the very beginning, this is still termed as a action camera, right? But it was until like the Hero 4, Hero 5, they started transitioning into more lifestyle oriented. If those of you out there that have been following the history of GoPro, they started turning towards family life, traveling, travel vlogging, so on and so forth. So small improvements to the camera here and there. The resolution, of course, they go to 4K, 5K, so on and so forth. But the main like ingredients, I would say, in the camera itself, like the sound quality, it's getting better and better because more and more people use this as a vlogging camera. I think that's where I got lucky as well because in the very beginning, like I said, I was focused more on motorsports, right? Heavily into motorsports. Whereas, and then eventually, when I became a father, a parent, they started seeing my transition into family lifestyle. So I think I really caught the wave of the trend of
Right.
so-called action camera transitioning into lifestyle vlogging camera, so on, right? So yeah, like you asked, what I film now is just lifestyle content with my kids, traveling, sometimes a little skateboard here and there, BMX here and there, things that are more fun and more relatable to the average human being.
Right.
Not just like jumping off cliffs all the time, but it's more relatable to the average normal
Cool.
people.
So it's and it's more often that you use the camera, right? Because it's more the daily
Yeah,
purposes, and then lifestyles, maybe cooking, spending time with
that's
kids,
right.
just
That's right.
hanging out, and then
Even
right. So
pets, now you
even
can put it on pets.
oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, you
yeah.
can put it on dogs, on cats, capture those really cool special angles. Even
I
I've
see.
even seen
Yeah.
videos of, people putting it on eagles, they fly, extremely high in the air, catching prey. So very unique angles and perspectives can all be
Right.
achieved by this little camera now. So they slowly transition into, out of so-called action sports.
Right. Yeah, to more to a wider populations, like
Yeah,
lifestyle
right. Yeah.
purposes, and then I see. Cool. And so from maybe sports to a more lifestyle oriented video filming,
Hmm.
and any challenges you had along the way in terms of content creation?
Yeah, I
Because
mean,
yeah,
as a yeah, as a constant content, creator, as a constant creator, we always run into obstacles and creative block, right? In recent years, it's getting harder and harder as well because more and more young, uh, creative um, uh, content creators have been, coming onto the scene. So for us older generation, we were playing catch up with these guys, because they're hardcore. They remind me of how I was back then.
right.
Whereas now, I'm just kind of laid back, family life. Been there, done that type of mentality. But sometimes, once in a while, I do see that awesome video that I want to replicate or try to make better. And I think that's definitely a challenge. But the more you watch, the more, Hollywood videos you watch, more inspiration from this director, from that content creator. I think the better, Yeah, the more you watch, the more you can absorb. But yeah, different challenges, of course. It's always going to be challenging when it comes to content creating. Yeah.
Right. Is it how you get your inspirations, like from time to time, like watching other content creators or even some directors, movies, etc.?
Yeah, I do have those, my favorite directors in Hollywood, like Christopher Nolan from Batman
Yeah.
is one. Denis Villeneuve from, Dune, the recent movie Dune. Luc Besson, a French director who directed, let me see, Fifth Element and, Leon the Professional. Those type of
Yeah.
directors, they inspire me in the way they, their cinematography, try to make uh, more visual sense of things, and how I can implement it by using a little action camera. The way they move the camera motion, and all that stuff. More, I think nowadays I tend to be more focused on camera movement, whereas before, in the past, I would focus more on where to place the camera in unique, cool perspectives. Yeah, now I want to make it more refined and more cinematic. Yeah, that's a different trends I'm going towards.
Right. And would it be easier if you move along the camera, but it's GoPro, so it's kind of like the perfect size. You can move around. It's not heavy, and then it's
Yeah,
a small size, and then so it can be very versatile, right?
very versatile. Yeah, you can put it anywhere. You can even, there's a lot of videos I shoot. People say like, "Oh, that's not shot on a GoPro. That's a digital SLR." And that's when I giggle inside. I'm like, "Yeah, see, I tricked you," because sometimes even this little tiny camera can shoot very cinematic video. Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, and even the night shots as well, I guess.
Oh yeah.
Especially with the new GoPro, and then getting
That's
better
right.
and better, right?
Yeah, every year it's getting just that incrementally improvement just makes a world of a difference. Yeah, night videography, nighttime time lapse, night photography. Yeah, it's comparable to DSLR at times. Yeah.
Right, cool. Yeah. So, have you ever thought about being a full-time content creator? Because like you're so passionate about it, right? And it's been quite a long time, and I'm sure maybe even you don't think you are, but from at times you must be like spending a lot of time thinking
That's
about it, and then even before you actually do it. So
yeah.
yeah.
That's true. Well, to answer that easier, if I started this, well, maybe 6, 7 years ago, I would have said yes when I didn't have kids.
Right, right, right.
But yeah, I mean, I would say being a part-time content creator is just as fun. I got the chance to meet full-time content creators and
Yep.
collaborate with these exceptionally creative people, and build relationship with brands and companies that I work with. So I've been nothing but grateful in that sense. But being a full-time content creator, that takes a toll on your life as well. I mean, I know a couple of very close friends that are full-time content creators, and they would beg to differ. They would say like, if I were you, I would have never taken this job, because you see what they're producing on YouTube and social media. It's all portraying the good side,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
man,
that's right.
behind cameras, they're just constantly grinding 24 hours a day, thinking of new, like I said, thinking of new creative videos, good ideas, new ideas, and so on and so forth. It's really difficult in today's society, because there's so many ideas out there, right?
Yeah, that's
But
right. And competitions as well, like you said,
competition is
younger
stiff.
generations, and yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, cool. And and so Johnny, could you like briefly talk about how you say manage or plan out a shooting with global? Say you have a day out, or even maybe family day, or even maybe just hang out with friends, and then you intend to get some shooting done with GoPro. How did you from maybe planning or even managing the scene on site, or maybe something unexpected as well for sure. And then can you just walk us through how you actually do it?
Yeah, I get this question a lot. Like, hey, Johnny, do you plan all your videos, or do you just go on a whim and be spontaneous? I would say, uh, both in any case. In the beginning, yeah, most of the time is pure spontaneous, out of the whim. Like on the spot, my creativity just sparks on the spot. When I see something visually, or I feel something I need to capture on that in the moment, uh, that to me is more of a gamble at times. But in terms of client work and commercial work, of course, yeah, I still write out some, sort of a screenplay. I draw it out and write out the shot
Right.
list. But most importantly, I will always have a shot list prepared, whether written down or on my phone or whatnot. Having a shot list is key, I think, to any form of content. Having a shot list is key. But on a daily, you know, outing to the park or to the beach, I've been doing this for a long time, so it kind of comes naturally. What I want to express, what I want to convey, what angles I want here and there. So I'm very specific and particular with what I shoot.
Right.
Where in the past I just shoot everything and have like 60, 70 gigabytes of footage, which is totally unnecessary, and then go home, sort out all the B shots, A shots, and the bad shots, and we dump it into the editing. Oh man, that just takes forever. But nowadays, I'm more specific to what I need, because
Right.
during my workshops as well, people ask me all the time, because I would teach little tricks and tips on how to shoot what you want specifically, and that saves time during editing.
Yeah,
So
that's
yeah,
right.
I'm more specific now with my shots.
I see. Cool. So having a short list and
Yeah,
also more specific, so it helps saves time in editing as well. So yeah,
yeah, yeah. And
cool.
shoot,
Yeah.
I would especially say shoot short clips, not long clips, because at the end you're gonna edit everything anyway. So
Right.
keep it
Right. I
short.
see.
Keep it short and
I see.
simple.
How short is short? Like
I would
in
say
your
no
opinion?
more than 10 seconds per shot.
Right. Right. Okay.
Yeah, like 5, 6 seconds, because eventually you're gonna cut it up into pieces when you
Put them
edit.
together and then, right. I
Yeah,
see.
yeah. So you're gonna trim it, so you don't need a 1 minute clip, unless sure if you're capturing something specific, like a seagull going down for
Right.
eat a
Yeah.
fish or something like that. Something like that. But most importantly, just keep things short, so it saves you time in post.
Cool, got it. Yeah, yeah. I'm sure we all got it. And then, and when you say so, maybe you're going out on a beach, or maybe even with the kids on a day out. How do you balance? Probably a non-commercial purpose. So how do you balance enjoying the moment and also not missing the valuable clips? I would say,
Yeah.
like, yeah. How did you balance that?
That's true. It just goes back to what I just said as well, because I'm so used to it now. I shoot things very quickly, and then at the same time, I can enjoy my life and live life to the fullest, enjoying with my family and actually live in the moment, right?
Right.
Because at the end of the day, these memories, they live on the hard drive or whatnot.
Yeah. Yeah.
But to play and to cherish the moments with your family, that lives on forever. So, when it comes to content creating and family life, I still choose family life more.
Of
But
course.
as
Yeah.
long
Yeah.
as I get those, few shots in, I'm done. I put the camera away and drink
Cool.
my, Kool-Aid on the beach and enjoy life under the sun.
Right, I see. That's why you need a short list, right? So once
Yeah,
everything has been ticked, and then you just put down the camera,
that's
enjoy the
right.
moment, and then
That's
cool,
right. That's right. So, getting that shot list down, and if it just imprinted in your head, even better.
cool. I see. Yeah.
Yeah.
And any funny stories during content creation? Like you say maybe you plan, you have a short list, and then but when you get to the scene or on day, and then
Huh?
things just turn out totally different. Or yeah, any funny stories
Wow.
or
So, well, there's many stories, but I think one particularly, I would have to go back to last year's GoPro $1 million challenge. Okay. Yeah. If the listeners don't know what that is, it's an annual competition, worldwide competition, where GoPro gives out $1 million to 100 creators in the world, where they split the $1 million. So, anyway, Yeah, so I submitted over like 200 clips for that to enter that campaign,
Right.
right? And all the effort and time and money I spent in the videos that the clips that I would think would win, none of them got chosen. But the funny thing is, like the most random video, Alex, you're laughing. You probably know which clip I'm talking about. It's my daughter
Your
laughing.
daughter, right? Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
out of all that was like probably the last week, and we weren't even trying anymore. We're like, okay, my wife and I were like, we're tired. Uh, this is afternoon. Uh, nice sunlight. It's sunset, so let's bring my daughter out. Let's put on a rainbow dress on her, and let's go capture some emotional, funny shots. And yeah, out of the blue, apparently that shot of my daughter holding the selfie stick, laughing, that made the cut. So yeah, you just never know uh, what you're gonna capture. That's
Yeah,
all I
and
can say.
very glad you turn it you turn it on before passing it to her, right? So
Yeah,
you can capture
yeah.
her very
Thank God I
authentic, genuine moment.
record.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. You never know. Thank God you hit record, but you just never know when you're gonna capture that moment. And that thing, something like that. These type of moments live on forever. Yeah.
Right, cool. So even you have a short list, and then sometimes you just play it, and then you never know the moments are gonna come, right?
Yeah.
Especially
Yeah.
with kids, and then they are so creative. I
Oh,
mean, yeah, they
exactly.
don't-
They're so
they
uncontrollable. Yeah. They're
yeah. I guess she
spontaneous.
didn't she didn't know it was on, right? And
Oh, she
then
had no idea. So the funny thing is, like that raw clip, she's like looking because the newer GoPros they have a screen on the front.
right,
So that shot with her just looking at the screen, that made the moment. She's like looking at
yeah,
herself,
yeah,
and then ha
like
ha ha ha,
yeah,
and then she starts laughing. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, curious about it, and then
Very
looking at
curious.
it. Yeah,
Curiosity wins. Yeah.
cool. I see. Yeah. And so maybe other than with the kids, anything maybe when you were on a you were on a mission to shoot something, any behind the scene thing, funny story that you can share with us?
Oh well, yeah. I think a lot of the moments, memorable moments, were the times that are unexpected. Like I said, how I got discovered was from an unexpected crash on the motorcycle. Yeah, I have to dig out that video. It's like 8 years old, 9 years old. I have to dig it up. But yeah, these unexpected moments are the ones that make the cut. So I always talk. I share my knowledge, my experience to new content creators. Just keep that shutter rolling, man. I mean, you never know what you're gonna capture. I mean, these moments, they come and go. But once you capture it, it lives on forever. Um, Yeah, in terms of anything else, wow, these memorable moments, these are the actual really memorable moments. And some other times it's the ones that I created that, win awards from GoPro.
Yeah.
Like one other one is this video I made using the baby bottle as the subject.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was another GoPro award. Like that was just out of the blue one afternoon. I tied a GoPro to my son's baby bottle and then made a video out of that. So these very unique perspectives really capture the viewer's attention.
I
And,
see. Yeah.
and
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Cool. Yeah. And for those who might not know yet, the $1 million challenge that Johnny mentioned, he is a two-time award winner for that challenge as well. So the one he mentioned was last year, and then he was also awarded it one more time like earlier on as well
Yeah.
in the year. So yeah, very experienced and professional content creators. Yeah. Yeah. So content is king. Having a short
The
list
shot list.
and
Yeah.
embrace the unexpected and just keep it rolling. Any maybe for beginners or even people just pick up a new GoPro, I would say any words of wisdom for us,
Yeah, sure.
perhaps.
I think in terms of, for new content creators, you always gotta mimic. Like for myself, my greatest teachers and mentors were actually the GoPro channel itself. I worship the GoPro channel, YouTube channel, like it was the Bible. Like I'm telling you, every video I watched more than a dozen, 2 dozen, 3 dozen times. And I try to always mimic a specific video, a specific shot that I liked, whether it was made by Abe Kislevitz or Chris Rogers. those, very famous GoPro people, I always try to replicate or mimic how they shoot it or even make it better. And I think that is a key ingredient in content creating because, like I said, there's so many creators out there nowadays. It's very difficult to find that specific niche or that that special juice you need to stand out from others. Now,
Right.
and another thing is just watch more and more other creators. Get an idea of what people like to watch. Take for instance on TikTok or Instagram. See what video is on the Explorer page. See what they do. Replicate, mimic what they're doing. But add your own twist to it. Add your own uniqueness to it. And yeah, I think that's about it. I'm a movie buff myself. I watch tons of Hollywood movies and have a bunch of inspiration inspired by so many directors out there. And yeah, I mean, yeah, a quote that always stuck with me was how does that go? A good artist copies, but a great artist steals. I remember
Right.
that quote all the time. I share that with my students a lot. A good artist copies, but a great
Right.
artist steals. Now,
Right.
yeah, I'll let you think about that.
Yeah, I'm digesting it. So yeah, yeah. So I just heard it twice, and it's like good artist copies, and then a
Copies,
great artist steals. Right.
steals. Yeah. Now, I'll let you
Cool.
think
Yeah.
about that, but think about it in this sense. Like Steve Jobs, he didn't create the PC, right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
But da da da.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, I remember that quote from somewhere. I saw it a long time ago, but it made a
Right.
lot of
Yeah.
sense. If you think about it, it makes perfect sense.
Yeah. We'll lock it up. So yeah, and like you said, the trends just move so fast these days. So you gotta
Yeah,
keep up with. It's difficult to keep up with everything, but at the same time,
it
you got
is.
to try to keep up with everything.
Yeah, like I don't find myself dancing on TikTok anytime soon, but hey, sooner or later, when my
You
daughter
never know, right?
when my
Especially family dance, right?
I'm gonna have to succumb to it. I'm gonna have to do it. Oh my gosh.
Okay, we're looking forward to that, you know.
Oh no.
And yeah, we still remember a good artist copies, right? And then a great artist still. So yeah, we're looking forward to that. So John is dancing, and then anytime soon, yeah.
That's right.
Cool, yeah. Anything you would like to say to your audience, like, or maybe even followers on social medias?
Yeah, I'm just forever grateful for all the support you guys give me, the confidence, the affirmation, and yeah, the people that keep on commenting, and hopefully I inspired you that tiny bit to go out there and capture life to the fullest. Film more, share more, and get your videos out there for the world to see. And best of all, just have fun doing it.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Yeah, I'll probably think about it and then start shooting more as well.
Yeah.
And like you said, and then yeah, especially with the GoPro, right?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
absolutely.
cool.
I sometimes I, I sometimes forget my phone at home, but I'll never forget the GoPro in my pocket. So yeah.
Right, that's the way to go, right? I see. Yeah, I see. Yeah. And do you have any big plans coming up in terms of content creation that you can share with us, maybe?
In these recent years, I've kind of been more in the back end of things. Like I'm working closely with the engineering department of GoPros. I can't share too much with that, but as you all know, like the beginning of the year, I'll be, testing some new stuff. But
Right.
yeah, look out this year. It'll be a good one.
Cool. Cool. Yeah.
But of course, I'm gonna, produce more content for social media and stuff. But at the same time, I'll be testing some new toys.
Cool. Yeah, sounds really cool. So, from a heavy user perspective, and then now you are contributing to the, I guess, design, the engineering part of the camera that users will actually get to see it when they have the camera in
Yeah.
hand. So, yeah, sounds really cool. We're all looking forward to it. Yeah, it's gonna be early next year, right, or at the end of this year.
Undisclosed. I cannot disclose.
Okay, cool. Okay, none more questions about it. Yeah, cool. And then we'll just we'll know about it anyway. Yeah.
You will.
Yeah, exactly. Cool. So, right. So coming to an end. For those who are listening, please check out Johnny on Instagram and YouTube for, as he said, just keep learning from other content creators, especially from Johnny. So, and check out his GoPro, many different GoPro videos, or even his online classes as well. And also follow us, Creato, on Instagram and YouTube, and let us know what you think about this podcast and which content creator you want to us to talk to, and then so we can know more about their journeys. And also we are on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, and also soon to be on Google Podcasts as well. So watch out for us and let us know how it goes. And so once again, thanks, Johnny, for sharing so much inspiring experience, thoughts, or even just tips of content creation. And I'm sure we all learned something today.
Thank you, Alex and Creato. It was an honor. It was good fun.
Yeah, thanks very much. And we'll see you soon again. Yeah.
All right, we'll talk soon.
Okay, sure. Thanks, Johnny. Bye-bye.
Cheers.